All right, let's see if this one works better. Oh, and I'm dropping stuff on the floor. All right, so let me go back to the club. I don't see anybody live yet, or watching. Okay, this one seems to be working. Okay, I see Kate. I have 4 viewers. Okay, so are you guys good now? Can everybody see me? Is it working this time? Yay! Okay. I see people saying hello. Okay, good. I don't know, that was kind of weird. Okay, so I'm going to be snacking, as I told some of you, because I just put the kids to bed. Haven't had a chance to eat lunch, so I'm not going to sit here and eat lunch in front of you, but I got a crate of strawberries here, and I'm ridiculously hungry. So I'm sorry. I know it's slightly unprofessional, but I'm so hungry. Okay. So I was asking you guys, who got to see the eclipse yesterday? While we're waiting for people to log in, I'm not in the path. I'm in New Hampshire, so we only got 66% coverage. So yeah, it was very anticlimactic here. There was no getting darker. There was no nothing. I mean, you got to see like little. It looked like the moon. Are you not sleeping today?
My blanket is a little bit cold.
You're too cold?
No, my blanket is a little bit cold.
Your blankie is a little bit cold?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, Moana.
I figured.
My baby's in my bed. Corbin forgot to
Okay. Shh. Don't wake up Corbin though, okay? Well, at least we're getting this over with in the beginning. Okay.
Flowers didn't die.
No, the flowers didn't die.
And there's some new ones.
Yeah, I was trying to do it on my grill. It was very, because I didn't want to look at the sun. I was very unprepared. Didn't have any glasses or anything. And I tried looking at the grill, and then as soon as like 2:44 came, which was 1 minute before we were supposed to see the eclipse, the shadow went over the grill. So, but I did end up holding up the phone up to the camera, not for too long, didn't hurt the lens or anything, but you could see, and of course there was like a teeny tiny little cloud that went over it, so it just looked like a hazy blur, so you couldn't even see anything anyway, but there was a reflection from this, like, it made a glare spot, and the glare spot on the recording showed the eclipse, so that was kind of cool. All right, let me just throw Moana on for her.
Did you know Corbin loves that truck one?
Yeah, Corbin likes Bionicles.
Yeah, Corbin loves it. And then it ate something. It ate some rocks.
Oh yeah, it ate rocks. It's probably an excavator. Okay. Whisper singing, no yelling. Okay? And I gotta do my video now, okay? Thank you. I love you. Okay. So, what are we gonna talk about today? I had stuff lined up, and now it is completely loony. I'm having one of those off days. I don't feel like me today. Not like in a bad mood or anything, I don't know. Today's kind of weird. Okay. For those of you that are wanting to participate in the Etsy Labor Day sale that they are doing, today is the cutoff. If I don't tell her to whisper sing, she will like flat out yell singing. She has a beautiful voice, but not while I'm on a video. Or while her brother is sleeping. But today is the cutoff day for the Labor Day sale. If you want to set up a sale that is anywhere from 10 to 60% off in your shop, set it for today, or set the coupon code today, or the sale. Sorry, it's not a coupon, it's a sale. Set it today, but set the date range from August 31st until September 4th, and Etsy will put you in a like special Labor Day sale page. You cannot have any minimums, no minimum purchases, no minimum quantities. You can just have the 10 to 60% off sale in your shop. And because you are doing it to your whole shop, I don't remember if you can only do it for certain categories, if you want to have a limit to the sections in your shop, or if it has to be your whole shop. I don't remember that part. But I do know that there can't be any pricing. Hey Kelly, how are you doing? there can't be any pricing or quantity restrictions. Also, I was just going to say something. Oh, I don't know if any of you have gone live recently, but a couple of the experts and I did some experimenting yesterday, and we figured out that I could invite you guys, well, not you guys, well, I could, but I can invite you guys to do a side-by-side live with me. So every time somebody logs in, it goes, hey, do you want to invite them to your call? And I could, so if you were going to like do an interview with somebody, anybody that's logged in right now, I can click invite and I can add you, and it'll put a little picture right here of your face being live, and we will both be live, and there's like zero lag, and it's actually really cool. I thought it would be really great for if, I don't know if I can see you always. Let me see if can we update the sale if we haven't already set it? I don't think so. Once you create a sale, you can't, it doesn't let you go back and adjust it. So you would have to cancel that sale and then start a new one that doesn't let you make any adjustments. Yeah, you see the little video icon? I can't see it on the laptop or on the computer comments, but on my phone, I see a little camera button, and I'm assuming those are the people that I can invite to do a live. So I just thought it'd be really cool if somebody wanted to do an interview or something, or if somebody didn't know that that feature is there now. That's really cool. So today I kind of just wanted to go over some basic things just to make sure you guys at least have your entire shop filled out. Because there's a lot of sections to fill out when you're filling out an Etsy shop, and a lot of things can get looked over. So I'm going to do like not a critique, because I'm not looking at anybody's shop in particular, but just like a basic rundown to make sure you've got all the little sections filled out and you know what they mean. Because you want to have your shop like in tip-top shape. If we don't have the sale active already, or does it start on the 31st? You set up the sale today, but you have the start date be the 31st. So once you set up the sale, it'll say, and you click on Shop Manager, and then you click on Marketing, and then you'll see Sales and Coupon Codes. If you click that, if you have your sale already set up, it'll have a little gray bar on the right-hand side that says Scheduled, or is it on the left? You have a gray bar somewhere in there that says Scheduled. And in all your other sales, you'll see if you have a repeat customer coupon code, that one will be marked red and it'll say active, and it'll tell you how many times somebody has used it in a certain amount of time. What do I mean you have to do, Kelly? If you don't do an updates, woman. Yes, today's the cutoff day. Today is the last day that you can set up the sale in your shop, and Etsy will add you to that special page. So if you wait until tomorrow to set up your sale for the 31st to the 4th, you'll still host a sale, but Etsy won't promote you. I had options to pick products. No, if you have options to pick products, I think that's good. It's just that you can't have a minimum purchase requirement. Like you can't say you have to spend $20 to get the sale, and you can't have a minimum quantity purchase. So you can't say you have to buy at least 2 things to get the sale. Those are the only restrictions that Etsy had on there. And then I think I can find it so that if anybody wants to read the article. Can the sale be from now? I think so. Let me see. So this is the article they sent out about it. And I do believe you can do certain shop sections. I'm pretty sure I went over this with somebody else earlier, because it specifically says, hold on, how to participate. It says any items that are discounted between 10 to 60% and meet the above criteria. Yes, no minimum purchase, no minimum quantity. But it says any items, not any shops. So I'm assuming that means you can just set certain categories. You don't have to, like, say you even have a sales section or a clearance section in your shop. You can set it so that just that section is on sale for the Labor Day sale. They're not saying that you have to have your entire shop on sale. Okay, that's good, Kimberly. Thank you. Kimberly says as long as it's within, including August 31st to September 4th, you're good. Whether you want to start it now or then is up to you, because supposedly today, I believe, is the day that all sales go live for everybody. So everybody can see your sales, but Etsy will promote your sale if you have a sale. It says, for a chance to have your items included in our marketing channels during the promotion, you must schedule your sale to run from August 31st to September 4th by the deadline of August 22nd. The new sales and coupons tool allows you to schedule sales in advance. Scheduling your Labor Day sale before August 22nd will help us pull your items into our Labor Day shopping page and promotional materials. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you want to have your shops in tip-top shape, right? You want to make sure that everything is filled out before you host this sale so that you look nice and, collected. So if you're looking at your main page, everybody should have a banner. I'm a firm believer in banners. It's a storefront sign. Can you select a category when you set up the coupon? Yeah, it's like stage 3. You set up the name for the coupon, all the requirements with no minimums, and then when you click the next page, it'll give you the sections you can click on. Oh, and I didn't do any singing or dancing, and I was going to Google white girl dances, because, I have no rhythm. But I guess I can just Tips and Tricks Tuesday, Tips and Tricks Tuesday, Tips and Tricks Tuesday, yeah. Shake it down. Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Oh, there we go. I'm a firm believer in banners, though. It's great for your shop. Yes, Amy. Make sure it is, if you have a product in it, if you have to have a product in it, it needs to be very professional looking. Don't just take your listing pictures and make like a mural. It's no go. So mine is, since no music, you can be... Right? And it's even harder because I got Moana playing in the background, so I'm trying to not sing to that. Aw, thanks, Kendra. Okay, so banner, logo. Logo should not be your face. Logo, the square on the left-hand side, should be a smaller version of your banner, like a more condensed, consolidated version. So my banner has bricks, neon lighting that says Faux Ferocity because it's supposed to have a nightclub look. My logo is brickish background, FF. That's it. If I put FF on anything, people will know who I am. In the shop doc, when I'm doing critiques and stuff, if you guys ever see in the Flourish Market an orange or a white circle with an orange plus sign, that's my logo because everybody will know that is the shop docs post. I don't have to sit there and write my shop name out the whole time. Logos are important. Now, under your shop name, you're going to see, I think that they changed it. It's not called a tagline anymore because people were doing slogans, which is what I was doing because I thought that's what you were supposed to do a couple years ago. They changed it. It is now called your shop title. It doesn't mean your shop name, but Google looks here for key SEO terms. So where I used to say something like comfortable, affordable, and stylish, that tells you nothing about my shop. Those words are going to do nothing in a Google search to help me. So I changed it to piercing alternatives, faux nose rings, and more. Piercing alternatives, if somebody does a Google search for that, I have a chance of coming up. Somebody types faux nose rings, I have a chance of coming up. That's a good thing. Keeping 5-star status will always give you free bonus rank points. The higher your star status, the higher your rank against people that sell similar products to you. Now on the right-hand side where it says shop owner, that should be a picture of your face. I want to know who I'm buying from. And it should have your name underneath it, not your shop name. Because if I go to contact you, if I click that contact button, I want to be able to address the person that is the shop seller. If I have to address this as Dear Faux Ferocity, it feels very impersonal, and I have no idea who's going to answer me. It makes it sound like you have a ton of employees, which could be good or bad, because, the whole point of having an Etsy shop is I want to buy from a person, not a big branch store. So I need to know who I'm talking to. So do a close-up of your face. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, I see you. It could be just a little, kind of thing. And then your name underneath it. It doesn't have to have your last name. Mine just says Lisa, so people know how to address the letters. Then you want 4 featured listings, okay? If you don't have your featured listings, all you have to do is go to Shop Manager, click listings, and then you will see, when you look at all of your listings, you're going to see a star in the middle on the bottom of your listings. You can click the star on as many products as you want, but Etsy will only show in your shop manager, or in your featured listings on the main page, Etsy will only show you the first 4 that you starred. Now, it can be kind of good, kind of bad, depending on how you run your business. Mine, I have all of my quantities set up at like $9.99 because I can make a million nose rings. But if somebody only has like 2 of a product, you're probably going to want 4 to 6 items starred, so that if an item sells out, that is the only time it will come off your featured listings, unless you click the star on it again, taking it off. Click the star, puts a featured listing up, click the star again, takes the featured listing down. You can then click manage featured listings and rearrange them. This tagline issue is being explained differently depending on the expert. Why? Well, why? What are other people saying? Because I know that those are good keywords. You can have a tagline. A tagline is different than what this section of your shop is for. That one little line underneath your shop name, you want to have what you sell. A tagline, quote unquote, you can put in your banner underneath your name as a slogan of sorts. But I'm curious as to who and or what else other people are saying, because I don't like to argue or be different than other experts, so I want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. So there's 2 different ways you can set up your featured listings. Now, I do on like now is a non-seasonal time. Technically, it's Labor Day weekend coming up. It's summer, but none of that really applies to my shop. All right, that works, Debbie. So I have featured listings that match my branding while entertaining 4 boys. Oh, Carol, I give you patience. I send patience your way. So I have my brand colors are purple, gold, and black. So I have my banners purple. It's a blackish background with purple, the word faux in purple, the word ferocity in yellow or gold. Then my logo, blackish, purple F, yellow F. And now my featured listings, I've got Zuli, who's got bright purple lipstick on, and then a listing of a gold nose ring, and then Zuli wearing black lip rings, and then another listing that has yellow faded into gold. It's like a rainbow pattern. So all 4 match my brand, so that when somebody logs onto my page, the banner takes up like the first third. Now, it's different on cell phones, but on the laptop or computer, it has your banner, and then your logo, and then your 4 featured listings. So if you keep them all together, you will look nice and cohesive, because I've got purple, black, and gold, into purple, black, and gold, into purple, black, and gold. Come the fall, I actually don't do anything for fall. No, I guess Halloween I kind of do, I focus on yellows and blacks, because it's that punky thing. But then Christmas, you know, you do your reds and your greens, or your gold, your reds and your golds. Whatever the holiday is what I use the featured listings for, because it's kind of like your storefront window. And so many people don't put up their featured listings, and it just makes your shop look awesome. For the featured listings, is it okay to change them up, like put up my holiday part? Of course. Yeah, I change them out all the time. And if something, you know, even if something's been up there for too long, I'm not going to leave the same featured listings up for like a year, because then if somebody comes back to visit my shop, it looks like nothing has changed. So I leave them up there for a while. I'll rearrange the pictures. I'll swap out the listings in there. It doesn't affect your SEO, doesn't affect your ranking, doesn't affect anything except how good your shop looks when somebody logs into it.
I'm starting off with party.
Okay. Then your shop announcement. That's another section that there's a couple different things you can do with it. And again, though, the first 2 lines is good SEO research, or not research, heavyweight key terminology. So those first couple lines, instead of saying, you know, hi, I'm so-and-so, blah-de-blah-de-blah, you want to say something like, I've got welcome to the home of faux ferocity, where we specialize in handmade fake lip, and nose piercings, clip-on ear cuffs, and more. Because again, I've got those keywords in there because Google looks at those first couple lines. So now I use different terms though that are in my shop title because I don't want to, not compete with myself, but I want to put as many different terms as I can out there. So I've got fake lip rings, I've got nose piercings, I've got ear cuffs, I've got piercing alternatives from before. I've got all of those as key SEO terms for Google setup. What I usually don't suggest you put in your shop announcement is, what's it called? I'm like having a hard time with words today. I can't think of it. When you want to follow somebody on social media links. Sorry. Oh, my son is still awake. I wouldn't put social media links in here. And oh, that's what else I was going to talk about today. Okay, I need to make a note. Because they are not clickable. And I'm a firm believer that they need to be clickable. When was the last time you were ever shopping anywhere online and you saw somebody's social media link, whether it be to Twitter, to Facebook, to Pinterest, what have you, and it wasn't clickable? So you highlighted it, you right-clicked, you copied, you opened Pinterest, you right-clicked, you pasted, you followed, did a search for the person, and then clicked follow on them. Has anybody ever done that? No? I'm assuming your customers aren't going to either. So it's not really a good spot to put that. I know that Etsy does have, you can link, you absolutely should have them all linked up to your Etsy shop, but it puts all of those in clickable things down at the bottom near your policies section. I've seen people put in their turnaround times in their announcement. Yes, you can absolutely put your turnaround times. You can put turnaround times, you can put a whole bunch of different things in here. Sometimes people put sales. I personally have only looked in a shop announcement for a sale when I was buying from a long time ago. When I had one of my suppliers that was an Etsy seller, I knew that every month he had a different sale going on. So I would check his shop announcement, but that's only because I really knew that shop. But even if you want to post a sale, yeah, I don't think customers really usually read it either. But that's why I don't usually put my sale in my shop announcement. I think you're going to have a better result if you put a sale as a graphic in your shop updates. And if you're not doing shop updates, Kelly, then you need to be doing them. They need to get done every week. Once a week. Don't go crazy on me. Don't do it like 5 times in one day. That's not going to do you any good. But anybody that has favorited your shop, that has bought from you, or that has favorited any of your listings will see your shop updates on their Etsy homepage. So as long as somebody logs in and goes to Etsy.com and they favorited one of your things, now they go back to Etsy and they're thinking about, I'm going to do some shopping today. They're going to see your shop updates and they're going to say, you have 10% off. Well, guess what? I favorited one of her products. Now's the time to go buy it. What about a sale in your cover photo? Like your banner? I don't see why not. You can post a sale in there. Yep. I usually change my banner, not change, I wouldn't ever change your logo, but I do my banner 3 times a year because I know what holidays my customers like. Because I do fake nose rings, my customers are bigger on Halloween than they are on Christmas. So I usually do a spooky banner, but I leave my logo the same. Still says Faux Ferocity, but it's going to have like black ice smoke and pumpkins and stuff like that. Christmas time, I usually do snowflakes or a Christmas tree or ornaments or something. But you never change your logo. Logo always stays the same. Banner can fluctuate. Sales can go in your banner. I just don't usually think you're going to do that great if you put them in your shop announcement. Everybody should have a repeat customer coupon code. You should have that set up in your shop. I think it's your info and about page. Or click Shop Manager. All the things are in Shop Manager now. Wait for my computer to load because it's super slow today. Settings, info and appearance. And then when you scroll down underneath your shop announcement, you'll see message to buyers. That's where you want to put. Now there you can put your social media links. Again, even though they're not clickable. You could put your coupon code, and it's usually only 5 or 10%. Don't do more than 10%. Don't do less than 5 because that's just a weird number and nobody's going to be like, oh my God, 2% off. So either do 5 or 10%, and you should have enough wiggle room in your profit margin where 5 or 10%, no matter what your items are marked at, really shouldn't hurt you, especially if it means you could get another sale out of it. About a third of my customers are repeat buyers. So, and even if they don't use the coupon code, it gives them enticement to shop me first for loyalty. So I get a third of those people, and maybe 10% of my repeat customers actually use their customer coupon code. And I'm not going to refund you if you didn't use the code. That's your fault. I'm not losing money because you're silly and lazy. All right, with the new sales Etsy is doing, can your customers use the coupon code as well as your sale? No. Things cannot stack up. It's either the sale or the coupon code, but they don't let you stack. So, because if somebody was having like 50% off and then they found a $10 off coupon code, they could get something from you for free. Etsy doesn't allow that. I ran a birthday sale last month and earned almost $200 this month. That's excellent. Do you think that coupons for repeat customers should have an expiration? I don't. I've had the same repeat customer coupon code for like 5 years. And you'll even find that some people will, there are certain sites that will save your coupon codes, even if it's a simple term like the word thank you or Labor Day 20, Labor Day customer service, something like that. If it's a generic term, chances are customers are either going to guess it or that there's a site that has saved it because somebody went and said, hey, I used this code on this girl's site, and they upload it to another site like Retail Me Not or something like that. So I'll get a brand new customer, but they're using a repeat customer coupon code. It's 10%. It's not worth me canceling the order. If they worked that hard to get 10% off, kudos to you, because I do the same thing. I will hunt for a coupon code on anything before I click purchase, because I'm not going to pay a cent more for anything than I have to. Bless you. Okay.
Does party look good?
Your party looks amazing, darling. All right. So then you are going to want to custom arrange your listings. Now, if you haven't done this, whatever the most recent item that you listed is going to be the item that's in the upper left corner of your main front page. If an item sells and renews, guess where it's popping? Right there. You just made a new listing, it's going right there. Now, what can happen now is even if you sell 10 different types of things, if, say, you sell purses and wallets and backpacks and belts and all kinds of leather things, but the last 5 things that sold were wallets, the first 5 things in your shop are going to be wallets. Now, you want as many different product types on your front page as possible, because just like customers only look through the first 5 pages of an Etsy search, they're really only going to look at your front page to decide if they want to continue searching within your shop or if you just don't have what they're looking for, and then they're going to redo their search. So I have as many different product types as I have. I've got all my, you look at my front page, there's stuff for noses, stuff for lips, stuff for ears, stuff for piercings, stuff for cuffs, stuff for double piercings, all kinds of things. Because I want someone to see a style they like, and then if they go, you know, I really like your ear cuffs, they can click the ear cuffs section. That's fine. So if you go to your shop manager, click on list, go down to the orange E where it says Etsy, and there's a pencil. Click pencil, and it'll let you edit your shop. Scroll down to the top of your listings, and you'll see custom arrange icons. Now, just like your featured listings, if you custom arrange your icons, they will stay where they are always until they have either expired, sold out, or you move them. The only thing that will move your custom arranged icons on your main page after you have them set is if you add a new listing. If I now create a new listing from nowhere, it will put it in the upper right, so then you'll have to go back and reorganize a little bit. I have a pattern set up on mine. I'm kind of OCD. It's kind of like organized chaos. So I have 3 different background types that I use. I have plain white, I have close-ups of faces, and I have a purple brick. And the purple brick is because when you're looking at a piercing, everybody's going to have skin tone colors. Everybody's either going to be using gold or silver, and everybody's going to be, you're just going to see a bunch of skin. So how do I get my product to stand out? I use a purple brick backdrop. That's not going to be a lot of people. So now along all these skin tone colors, your eyes go purple and it gets their attention. And that's what I want. I want to pull everybody's eyes away from everyone else onto me. So those are my 3 different backgrounds. But I don't want to have purple brick, purple brick, purple brick, close-ups of faces, and then a chunk of white where it just looks whitewashed. It makes no sense. So I have all of my white listings in the middle column. And then and then the left and the right alternate between close-ups of faces and purple brick. So it'll be face, white, purple brick, white, face. And it makes it look like it's put there on purpose, which makes me look like I'm paying attention to the way my shop looks, and it makes it appealing to customers because you can see that I put effort. I care how things are laid out. It's like those, I don't know how much of you guys watch National Geographic, but when I was a kid, one of my favorite birds is this bird that loves the color blue. And he will custom arrange, he makes like an arc out of like sticks, and he picks only the brightest blue things he can to put on the ground, and it attracts the females. And he puts so much effort, and then it just gets destroyed afterwards. They just go and ruin it, you know, once they found their mate or whatever. But because I put effort, I don't know where I was going with that really. I'm not making a nest. But I'm just saying that if you show that you put effort, it's good. And it makes you look nice and collected. So I've got that. Oh, star status. That's what I was going to tell you. So I knew there was something I wanted to bring up today. If you will notice, now, as I'm sure everybody knows by now, we get 10 pictures to do our listings with, right? And I know a lot of people got freaked out about that. What am I going to use 10 pictures for? My product couldn't possibly have that many angles. There's no way I can do it. Yeah, you can. I promise. There is a way to use all 10 pictures. While it does not help your ranking right now, Etsy said, as of yet, quote unquote, just yet, it will not affect you. It will not hurt you. All of my listings, I haven't added up I haven't done any new photography yet. I have ideas, and I'm going to work on it, because if Etsy gives me 10 pictures, I'm going to use 10 pictures. You are an internet business. There are 2 things that are going to get your product sold. 2. If you have a true blue customer, 2 things. Pictures and your copy. Or words, anything with SEO ranking, because that's the only options I have, is to look at the monitor. I have to look at pictures, and I have to feel comfortable buying this product, and I have to have found it in the first place, so I need the copy and the SEO to have been able to pull you up. So if you can answer as many questions with those pictures as possible, please do. A lot of people wanted to start putting their reviews as the 10th picture slot. Now, I don't suggest this anymore, because just this week, Etsy started adding product reviews to your listing. So if you click on any one of your listings, you will see it pulls up similar listing, or it pulls up reviews. Actually, I really can't look right now, honey. Oh, that's beautiful. So I have a certain picture that I don't usually suggest putting words on your pictures, but because it's a fake piercing, I have no piercing, no pain, no commitment, next to a picture of a nose ring. That is my thing. And when you scroll down, the details or your listing description now only shows like the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. If your listing description is longer than 9 lines, you have to click the plus more button. And then underneath that, it shows reviews that have been left for this product. Now, if you haven't had any shop reviews left for the product that you're looking at, it's just going to show like the first or the last 5 most recent. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It shows 4, and then you can click more. And it shows you the shipping cost now right on the listing page. Sorry, I was just checking comments. Haven't seen any in a while. You guys stop talking to me. So you have your shipping information now, where it ships from, shipping cost, ready to ship in, which I wish that we could just like highlight that, because I've had so many customers think that that means that I'm Amazon and that's the amount of days until they get it. And that is not it. That is my processing time. That does not include shipping. But anyway. Returns and exchanges. Oh, they have that on here too. I gladly accept returns and exchanges and cancellations. Just contact me within 5 days. Well, that needs to get edited. Because I don't accept exchanges. Well, it depends on what it is, and it depends on what the situation is. There is no like black and white for me. I think everything should always be kind of gray and situational. But I do accept cancellations and stuff, but all right, let's see. So yeah, I don't think you should have the review in your pictures anymore because it shows the most recent reviews right there on the listing, making it kind of redundant, and I can't stand redundancy. But you should use, you can use FAQs, or if you're a shirt seller, you can put a care information square. If you're a soap maker, you could put an ingredient list. If you're a jewelry maker, you should have variation charts for either lengths of necklaces, colors of wire, colors of stones. Everybody should have packaging examples. And even if you click on the Etsy listing, like when you go to make a new listing, Etsy even shows you, show the front, show the side, show the bottom, show the back, show how, show it in scale, show it staged. So they're giving you all these ideas. Oh, I lost, hold on. Okay, that kind of sucks because most of my items are one of a kind, and this affects my ranking also because I never renew listings that have already sold. How one of a kind? Are you vintage? Because one of a kind is really difficult on Etsy because Etsy's rank is based on revenue. No matter how good your SEO is, no matter how good your photography is, I'm sure that, you know, there's 47 of you watching right now. I can almost guarantee you that at least 40 of you have 1 to 3 listings that has sold more than anything else in your shop, and you can't understand why. And it's because that item has sold once, so now it has more rank over everything else in your shop. So it sells again. So it sells more. So now it sells again. And now it's just the highest ranking thing in your shop, and people are buying it because it's ranked where you want it to be. And Melissa is also one of a kind. So, all right, now that the customer needs to click more, we should try to keep our descriptions within those 8 lines. I knew somebody was going to ask that. I want to say no, only because it is the details in it. All right, I'll go over one-of-a-kind jewelry stuff in just a second. With the listing description, because even though the 9 lines is all that shows before clicking more, really what should be in that first section is your digital salesman, is you are pulling in people. You want those first couple sentences to establish some sort of a problem where you're the solution. Why does the customer need this? And I even had a hard time with that, and I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing this story, but I used to write very, yeah, okay, I can go over that too. I used to write very engineer-sounding listing descriptions. You know, it's 20 gauge wire, it's 7 millimeters in diameter, it's slightly adjustable, buy it, put it on your face.
Patty.
Yes, that was my enticing lines. But now what you want is something that's going to pull the customer in. So I had help with my copy from Caitlin Kelly, and I bought one as a template for me to use, not to copy, because you don't want to have all the copy the same on all your listings, but to use as a template as to how I should word this better. This is what she came up with, okay? This is 2 sentences. When you slip on one of our fake nose rings, you will be instantly transformed into a punk goddess, a rebel without a cause, a diva on the dance floor. You will be transformed into a lady with edge without having to undergo a piercing gun. All of that for a nose ring. Like, that makes me want to buy my own stuff. And it establishes the problem. Whatever your reason is, which you will fill in the blank for your own story, kind of like, not dissing anybody, but kind of like, oh my God, what are they called? Astrology. Like, if I read the thing for a Gemini this week, you always immediately apply yourself to what it says. People will do that for the reason why they can't undergo a piercing gun. It's either because they scarred up, they have a corporate job, they're too young, their parents say no. Whatever the reason is, they're going to fill in the blank. If they want to continue reading more about this product, they're going to click more. Horoscope, thank you. I'm telling you, dude, I need to like make another pot of coffee or something. You want to be able to pull someone in with those first couple sentences, and that will get them to click the more page, or the more tab. After that first paragraph should be your stats and your specs on your product, and then your thank you and your backlinks. Yes, you are different because you are a supply seller, so yours needs to be more engineering sounding. There is a difference between supply selling copy and end product selling copy, because with end product you're trying to sell something that you designed. You're trying to sell an emotion. If you're selling beads and jump rings and clasps, you're not trying to sell an emotion. You're trying to sell somebody specs, because if I need more Swarovski crystals, I need to know that they're bicone 3mm, all the exact same color, what have you. I don't know. This is new. I really don't think you should have to worry about getting it in the first 9 lines, because honestly, I don't think it's going to be any different than the people that did or didn't read your listing description before. If they read your listing description before, they're probably going to read it now. And the last line is actually like 50% faded, so they can see that there's more underneath it. And if they would have read it before, they will read it now. But if they weren't going to read it originally, they're still not going to read it, which I'm totally that type of customer. People hate me. I don't leave people bad reviews for it because I know it's my own fault. It's still hidden on the mobile anyway, and Tom is absolutely correct. You have to click more, you have to click item details to even get anywhere to read any of the copy. So I don't think it's going to be any different. You'd be surprised how many supply sellers don't list sizes. Well, that's just silly, because that is 100% the only reason why I buy supplies. You need to have the sizes, the millimeters, the quantity, the size of the bead itself, and the hole. You have no idea how many seed beads I bought trying to find something that would fit a 20 gauge wire, and that stuff is not listed. Okay, so for one-of-a-kind people, you want to try, even if you're doing custom jewelry every time, you want to try to find something that has been in common between the items that have sold. You want to try to have anywhere between, I would say, a minimum of 5, preferably 5 to 10 listings that you know you can make over and over and over, that A, customers like, and B, that you can do over. Sorry, I got distracted. My daughter started talking. This is so much harder when she's awake. But if you have something that can be made and sold over and over, it's going to benefit you, because if it sells, Etsy goes, hey, people liked this listing. Make it higher rank, show it to more people. Same thing with Facebook. If you post anything that is a graphic, a video, or a live feed, Facebook does not show it to all of your people. They show it to like 3 people. It is up to those 3 people and how they react, whether they show it to a second group of people. And it depends on how they react. And they go, okay, these 2 trial groups reacted, show it to a bunch of people. If they ignore it, it's not going anywhere. But if all 3 people, I don't know if it's actually 3. It's a very small controlled group though. And depending on how those first people react, depends on how the rest of the post reacts. Same thing on Etsy. Depending on how well something sells, if it sells, it's going to sell again. Most likely. You will have higher rank. So if you're one of a kind, you don't want to always be doing all of that work for SEO, all of that work for copy and photography. It's going to be really hard to get your money's worth, because you're going to have to price it so that you're getting compensated for all of your time for the photography, all of your time for the SEO, all of the time for the copy, the creating of the product, the materials, your overhead. Now all of that needs to be covered in each one of your one-of-a-kind listings, because it's not going to continuously make you money. Where mine, I can have it listed at $3, but over the course of 4 years, it's ranked in $10,000. So it's continually paying for itself. So we should pay attention to the stats Facebook sends us when the post is doing better. Yeah, because there's something that either people liked in that post that your people are responding to better, and you should post something again similar to it. Or you might have just been lucky and there was the right people on at the right time It depends, but if you see a trend of certain things getting that kind of message sent to you, then yes. My 10-year-old son is sitting with me listening to your tips and tricks instead of doing his homework. Well, hi, 10-year-old son, take notes, and you can be your own business owner someday. So can I hire someone to purchase my stuff, give them a huge discount so I can rank higher? Well, that's called manipulating the system. Technically, yes. I wouldn't do that too much, though. This is also why we can't judge other shops that you will see, oh, well, why is this person in front of me on ranking when they've only got 3 words in the title, they've got shoddy photography, but you don't know if that person is actually selling in person at a craft fair or something, or just selling to their friends and they have their friends selling it. So even though the listing looks shoddy, it's going to get ranked higher because now it has revenue on it. And you're ripping your hair out going, I'm busting my butt and nothing is happening. This person doesn't look like they're doing anything. But you never know what the backstory is behind somebody. But, I mean, I guess you could do that. I think I might have done that for the first couple sales, but granted, that was like 6 years ago. My mom, my biggest supporter, my mom bought my first stuff back when it was not fake piercings. Okay, so let me see. Somebody else also asked about the one-of-a-kind tag. Now, I'm not sure if they're still testing this. I know this is something they were testing for a while. Like a week or 2 ago, they were testing the one-of-a-kind label on things to help sell people for that reason that have one-of-a-kind products. I still think you should have 5 to 10 items that are going to resell over and over that will continuously help your rank. And then you can always change, even if an item is selling over and over, you can change the photography, or the pictures, you can change the pricing, and it's not going to affect you or anything. And they were also testing the less than 3 quantity. It doesn't work if you only have 1 left, but if you had like 5 and 2 sold, it'll say only 3 left in stock. Again, please don't manipulate the system. You don't want to cheat yourself out of any sales. If you happen to be running low on stock, and it's just coincidentally like, oh, hey, I have 3 left, then that's fine. But please don't change your quantities from like 20 to 3 just to try to get this label. Because then what happens if somebody wants to buy 4? Granted, if it's something like a baby t-shirt, who's going to buy 4? I don't know. But I'm just saying, I don't believe in manipulating any kind of algorithm because it never pays out in the end. It's cutting corners, and it's not worth it. I would rather have you guys focus your energy on taking better pictures, thinking of some sort of a backdrop that's going to catch people's eyes, looking out for new terminology that could help your SEO ranking, doing your shop updates once a week. There's a lot of other ways that you guys can get your shop up there without trying to like play games. It just reminds me of like the like ladders and stuff like that, and the follow me and I'll follow you, heart me and I'll heart you crap stuff. Sorry. I don't like it. I would rather have you guys actually earn your stripes. All right, but as for the banner, let's see. If my computer wants to work. Ah, thanks. All right, new. See what I can find right quick. I may have to reconsider selling on Etsy as all of my items are one of a kind and I don't make duplicates or have the supplies for duplicates. And that is entirely possible. That is why it is very important. I wouldn't just like shut down shop, but I would definitely spend a couple days researching different platforms that may work better. I would scope out, Amazon. I would scope out doing your own web page and see what's going to be best for you. Unless your stuff is seriously appropriately priced, you don't want to be cutting yourself short on the time and energy you're spending on a listing. So you're going to have to price higher for one of a kind because you need to be compensated for your time. You are not free. And that is not, no, I'm not looking for a custom banner. Nope. Banner's not the right word. New Etsy shop upgrade? One of a kind Etsy cover. Nope, that's a shop upgrade. I've been accepted, but I haven't set up Shopee. Oh, I would totally do it. I've had a handmade Amazon shop since the day they opened. And they have again re-extended their monthly fees. So I haven't paid a single monthly fee yet, and they extended it until December of 2018. So there's another, 13 months of you just have your regular credit card processing fees. It's pretty awesome. And my Amazon is pretty much almost equal with my Etsy now. I'm closing and moving on to bigger and better things. It's all good. I hope so. I don't want you to stop selling. All right, 2016. Banner's not the one. There's a word. I am so bad with words today. Oh my goodness. I know that Etsy has talked about this. All right, let me go down to the forums, which I feel like is bad mojo. I never tell people to go into the forums. Stay away from forums. There are bad people in the forums. They're full of wrong information and so much anger. I don't know why these people are so mad all the time. I swear, if you're just bored and pissed, go in the forums and comment, because that's what people do. All right, sales and coupon codes tool with the admins, Q&A. Oh, August 23rd. On Wednesday, August 23rd, my fellow admins and ad teams will be hanging out here on this thread to answer your questions related to recent sales and coupons tool launch. Cool, I'm going to send you guys this. Apparently, Etsy's doing a Q&A tomorrow at 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. So here's the link for that. Voting will remain open until the Q&A begins. Team will join the thread. Cool. Not what I was looking for, but cool. Admin and Q&A, August 27th, August 17th. Bugs, chit-chat, promos. All right. I'm going to have to look into it later because I don't want to waste everybody's time. But I'm fairly certain that I don't know, that they only are doing it for a few people right now. I don't think it's something that's been launched yet. Last I heard it was testing about the one-of-a-kind and the running out of quantity. So not everybody's going to have it right now. That's the last I heard. I'm going to open a Shopify in addition to my Etsy. Just nervous about learning new SEO because it's different. It is different. But it's not that bad. I 100% support being on multiple platforms. With the Shop Doc, I'm on Etsy, and I have a WordPress site, Faux Ferocities on Etsy and Amazon, and I was going to open a Shopify, but I figured out I'm spreading myself too thin, and I can't market all the things properly. What are you doing? You're hungry? Here, have some strawberries.
No.
Well, then you can go get a yogurt or something out of the fridge.
When you're done your call, can you make me some pasta when you're done your call?
When I'm done my call, I will make you some pasta. You are welcome. Okay. But yeah, so I would totally, absolutely support having multiple platforms open, because then you'll learn a lot more. You're not going to learn things unless you try it out. I mean, worst case scenario, you don't sell anything. You tried it out for, I wouldn't give it only a month. I would give it a couple months, because a month is not a long time. But if you promote it right and you know where your target market is, you're going to do well. And you're eventually going to earn your spot in certain key terms and stuff. And just keep trying to create new things so that you have the potential of going viral. You know, not everybody wants to go viral. Going viral is just as scary as it is, fun. Not that I would know. Haven't done it. Let's see. New Etsy search tools. And there was a thread that Sarah had posted about how there's a search filter for the sale button. I don't think this is going to be a bad thing, because I think that if a person is specifically looking for a sale and you happen to be hosting a sale, it's going to be a good thing. And if somebody really wants a product, they're probably not going to look for the things that are only on sale. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're really your target market and your items aren't in the sales section, they'll end up finding you. I don't think it's going to be any different. Just like people got upset and were worried about the attributes with the colors, and not a lot of people even use the attributes to narrow you down. Not that, again, you would be omitted, but if you have gold earrings and somebody clicks gold, you'll still come up. That kind of thing. So I don't think any of it's bad. I don't think Etsy is going to do anything that is going to purposely hurt you. They're making all of these changes because they want you to succeed, and because when you succeed, they succeed. So they're not going to do anything to shoot you in the foot on purpose, because they would only be shooting themselves in the foot, which I guess is the phrase. But I'm excited to see how this sale goes. I did apply for it myself because I like to experience things that I teach you guys. And if I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys about hosting sales on Etsy, I need to do a couple of my own with the new things so that I can see the ins and outs just like you guys do. But do you guys have any questions or anything about any of the stuff we've talked about? We pretty much went over, make sure all of your stuff is set up in your shop. Make sure you've got your announcements filled out. Make sure you've got your shop policies filled out. Make sure you have your about section filled out with copy and pictures. And make sure that those about pictures kind of pertain to your target market. So mine, I actually have to redo because mine has like my kids and stuff in it, which is great. I love them. My target market doesn't care that I have kids. So I need to find like punky pictures of me or me at the club, which hasn't happened in a long time, except that time we were in Asheville, Kelly. Make sure you've got your around the web links set up. Thank you, honey.
It's on the floor.
Yep. But I'm excited to see what you guys get for these sales. I really hope Etsy does a good job promoting this whole thing so that everybody can get good sales out of it. Do your shop updates once a week. If I critique one more shop and you guys aren't doing shop updates, there's going to be a digital slap. I'm going to send you a YouTube link or a GIF of something, of somebody going... It does not have to be a formal listing picture. They don't have to be anything fancy. It could be your messy desk at the end of the day. It could be you saying, getting to work to go do some orders with a coffee cup or something. It could be your inventory. It could be a package of orders. Kelly, you did your CrossFit race pictures? Yes! I have another color run I'm doing this weekend. So I have a color run picture, and this time my parents are going and my brother. So maybe we'll find some cool pictures to do with that. I hear you saying a lot that shipping. I hear a lot saying that they are going with free shipping. Do you recommend this? If you put the pricing for the shipping in your listing, because you still need to be getting paid that money, do you have to sign up before today for Etsy's sale? No, you have to sign up by today. Today is the last day that you can set up a sale that is going to be at least from a minimum of August 31st to September 4th. It has to include those 4 days, and it has to be set up today for Etsy to put you in that special category. If you post your sale tomorrow, you'll still have a sale, but Etsy's not going to promote you or put you in the special category page. Free shipping, I think it depends. It depends on if you have profiles or calculated shipping. I have profiles, so I have it set so that it's a minimum of $3. Shipping will always be $3. If you add an additional item, it's an additional 10 cents. And then if you want expedited shipping, you can pay $8.50 for that. So I don't want to do free shipping because I like having the expedited option. And you can't put it in your titles or anything. I mean, technically you can. You can do whatever you want. You're the shop owner. I don't suggest it. I don't know anybody that does suggest putting free shipping in your titles or in the first part of your listing copy or anything. Because when was the last time you ever bought a pair of shoes by doing a search for free shipping? It's just not how you search. So why would you take up prime real estate of your SEO key terms with free shipping? But if you can build it into, if it's something that's more expensive, like Tom has those signs, and he's got signs that are anywhere from like 80 to 120 bucks. If something's $100, yeah, free shipping could sell me on, on making the sale. But if something's only $6, the difference, 1 second, honey, the difference between paying $2 or free shipping isn't really going to sway me on whether I purchase the product or not. So it's depends on your shop. But if you're going to do free shipping, absolutely make sure that the price is, you're still getting paid for all of the materials, the shipping labels, the envelopes, the business cards, the boxes, whatever. All of that now has to be built into your listing price. So no matter what, you're getting the money. Just depends on where the customer sees it. All right. My daughter is begging me for pasta. But if you guys have any questions about anything, if you feel like you don't have anything set up in your shop, I am open to do mentor calls, $25, 30 minutes, you and me, video time, just like this. You get to ask me whatever you want, shop related, and I will hopefully have the answer. Most of the time I do. And I've actually got a lot of people this last week that I'm very excited because I helped them work on a listing and then that listing sold. Not a guarantee, but it made me, you know, feel a little whoop whoop. I was very excited for those people. Aw, thanks, Amy. So I love talking to you guys. This is my favorite part of my job, is teaching you guys what I have had to, you know, really grit and bear and try to figure out how to work Etsy. I know Etsy like a book. So if you guys want any help with your shops, I am here. You can always tag me on the wall as well if you have questions. Anything about sales or critiques, I am your lady. But I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Root for me on Saturday. I'm going to go do that Color Vibe 5K. I'm not running the whole thing though. I've had 3 surgeries. I'm not running very far. But it's going to be fun. And I wish you guys many, many sales, and I will see you next Tuesday. Yes, I do too, Amy. Bye.